Welcome, Dark Warriors, this is Rumin. Since we can't see every single Sacred Phase scene in one playthrough, there's just no way to do it, I thought I could show off some of my favorite Disc 1 Sacred Phase scenes. And I apologize for the Japanese voice acting. Sacred Phase scenes are partially randomized, and a lot of my favorite Sacred Phase scenes just happen to be on a copy of the game I have that's in Japanese. But the Japanese voice acting is very, very good nonetheless, so I hope it's not distracting. There's the Japanese voice acting for you. So, this is a scene you get by sending Jolanda up in Disc 1. Granted, in my opinion, you shouldn't send Jolanda in Disc 1 because she's a very good early game mage. But if you do send her up in Disc 1, you get this conversation with Loki. This is one of my favorite Sacred Phase conversations in the game. Very charming, very pleasant music here. Very rare song, actually. You only hear this in a few Sacred Phases. Jolanda, you were a princess, right? That is so. Yes, then you were trapped and killed by an enemy spy, right? That traitor Lombert. But Valkyrie and Arngrim took vengeance upon him for me. I no longer care. May his soul be in eternal torment. Gosh dang, Jolanda. Arngrim, eh? Yes, do you know him? No, but it's a name I heard long, long ago. Well, it must be a different person. Chat with Loki, hero value +2. The reason why I like that scene a lot is because it's one of the few Sacred Phase scenes that directly references the plot. Like, I don't know, I just really like how Arngrim and Lenneth are both mentioned here. And you get to hear a pretty rare song in the game. That's one of my favorite songs in the game, actually. And I love how Loki says, Arngrim, I heard that a long, long time ago. That is a very questionable, very mysterious thing that he says, but it does make a certain scene later make a little more sense. So yeah, that is one of my favorite Sacred Phase scenes right there. Alright, this is Chapter 3. Jolanda gets another conversation up in Asgard if you sent her up. And I really like this one too, so let's watch it. This is conversation with Frey. Hey, we met her at the very start of the game. She was the first to greet us when we came to Valhalla. Oh, Jolanda, and here we get this song I really like again. Is Lenneth doing well in Midgard? I don't know if she's well or not, but she's working diligently. I wish she'd hurry up and come back. So you like Valkyrie, huh? Sure, she's really nice. Not like my sister Freya. She can be so mean sometimes. Oh, I see. Okay, I like that conversation in particular, because you don't get to learn much about Freya in this game. You learn a lot more about her true colors in Valkyrie Profile 2, but Frey here says that Freya is very mean sometimes, which is pretty ominous. And Valkyrie in the main game is shown to be sort of indifferent to humans. Like, she's not mean to them, but she does say things very matter-of-factly, and she seems pretty stern with humans. But in this conversation with Frey here, she says that Lenneth is actually very nice to her. So I don't know, I think that's kind of cute. I kind of like how Lenneth is nice to Frey. So yeah, I do like that conversation. Another conversation I like that I did not show off is one where you send Janice up to Asgard. Alright, conversation with Loki. I really like this one. One of my favorite songs in the game right here, Father. In Valhalla, as Janice is thinking of his deceased father, Loki approaches. What are you doing here, Janice? Oh, nothing. Yes, I see, Janice, you were once a member of the knighthood, yes? Yes. You sacrificed yourself to protect them, yes? But how did they thank you? I do not wish to talk about it. Yeah, they killed him. Also, I really like how the text scrolls by really slowly there. It shows that Janice is like gritting his teeth as he says this. Really? but I wanted to ask you more about it. I'm sorry, but no. Oh, what a shame. The reason why I like that one so much is because I just really, really like Janice. That's why I like that one. I think that shows off a lot of Janice's personality. And yeah, I just really like that one. I like that Sacred Face scene. I have no deep or complicated reason for liking that one besides I just really, really like Janice. Next, I'm going to show what the Chapter 4 Sacred Phase Sylvan Bow scene looks like if you fail it. Now, in order to fail this Sacred Phase scene, you actually need to do really, really bad. Like, it's kind of difficult to do so poorly that you fail it. So Freya wanted someone with Negotiator and a a hero value of 80. Okay. So, we're gonna give her a seal value of 1. That's right, we're gonna do as poorly as possible here. Hold on a second. Alright, party, EXP orb, Nanami. Okay, there. Alright. Yeah, see, Sacred Phase, hero value 1. Why did I say Sacred Phase there? Okay. Equipment, Nanami. We're gonna get rid of the... That. We're gonna make her as bad as possible. Okay, transfer there. Now, Freya said she wanted someone with negotiation skills to get the Sylvan Bow, but you don't actually need anyone with negotiation skills to get the Sylvan Bow. As long as they have a somewhat decent hero value, they will complete the mission. So you don't actually need to fill out any of the requirements that Freya requested in order to complete it. Which is why in order to fail it, we want to send someone up with a extremely low hero value and like no equipment at all. So, all right, let's go watch that Sacred Phase now. All right, Goddess Freya has summoned you. Let's go. So here's what Freya says if you send up a really bad on Harryar. It's pretty rare to see her say this. It is difficult to say who is winning, that's right. I'm afraid I have bitter news to report. Nanami died. No! Okay, anyway. Alright, Nanami. Alright, see, that Sylvan Bow defeated. Get the Sylvan Bow, Alpine, 4th platoon. Asgard is divided into 5 main areas: Valhalla, where Odin and the others live; Jotunheim, the world of ice ruled by the Vanir; Alfheim, the land of the dead; Muspelheim, the land of the flame; and Alfheim, where the fairies live. The Sylvan Bow, one of the 4 divine treasures, is in Alfheim. Legends, why is there a space right there, say that the bow was blessed by the king of the fairies off the... Okay, you know what, whatever. So she says, I did not think the elven bow... Yeah, the light elves will hand over the elven bow without a fight. And then she says this, you know, if they give it to you, please flee good. If not, do what you must. That feels like that would imply that there is a different scene if you do it poorly, but there is none. See, it just cuts the scene entirely. So that's what that looks like. Or on special mission. This is it. Nanami is given a mission that many have attempted but all failed. Oh no, although she has faced many perilous situations, she's always won, but now she faces her greatest challenge. I guess this is it. This is the end. No, Nanami. I'm frightened. I cannot do it. No. Aw, a frightened abandons task. Okay, at least she didn't die there. She ran away. I think it's implied that she died during the Sylvan Bow mission, so that is awfully depressing. Okay, next I'm going to show one of my favorite Belenis Sacred Phase scenes. I'm gonna have to just show it from my first playthrough of this game, so if I sound a lot different, then that's why. Anyway, I do really like this one. Alright, what has he done? conversations with Loki. Valenus sits in the field alone and contemplates his last campaign. Loki goes over to speak to him. That's Loki! Hi, Valenus. Oh, it's you, Loki. What is it that bothers you? Is it Asaka? Are you still thinking about the surprise attack? Yes. Seems like such a cowardly act. Is that truly how gods conduct war? You should not let it trouble you. It's either kill or be killed. Well, that bothers me a lot, thank you. Those are the grim facts of war. I'm trying to understand that, but somehow... What a romantic you are. The world is divided into those who win and those who lose. I choose not to lose. Loki? None of this is good, Vector. That's why it's called war. Alright, that's super interesting.
Do you wish to know the status of our Anherjar?
I was honestly expecting Valenus to be fucking dead. Anyway, I really like that Sacred Phase scene because, I don't know, I think it's really rare. I've played this game over 20 times at this point, and I've only gotten that one on my very first playthrough. I have a feeling that one might only appear if you send up an extremely unoptimized Valenus. And the reason why I showed Nanami failing the Sylvan Bow mission is so I could show what it looks like when characters die in Valhalla. And this is just a theory, but I think that scene only plays when Valenus is about to die in Valhalla. So it shows Valenus kind of being meek. It shows him disagreeing with the way the gods do things. So it might show that Valenus might not exactly have what it takes to survive. Like maybe he's not as ruthless as he needs to be. And that's what leads to his ultimate death in Valhalla. So I don't think that scene will play if you send up a good Valenus. So yeah, that one's actually really, really interesting in my opinion. Anyway, those are all of the Sacred Phase scenes that I'd like to show. I genuinely don't think any of the other ones are interesting enough for me to show, or at least any more interesting than the ones that I've already shown in the previous episodes. So enough about that. Remember this voice acting?
For Yuki, if you found the cerulean lapis, what would you wish for?
A splendid new ship? No. To be together?
I'm just gonna say this, I will always defend English voice acting in Trias games. I actually prefer the English voices in this game personally. I have played Valkyrie Profile fully with the Japanese voices before, and I do unironically think the English voices are better overall. And I'm being completely genuine when I say that. But this specific scene is so magnificently and beautifully voice acted in Japanese that I just have to share it with you guys.
もし瑠璃を見つけたら何をお願いするの？
立派な船。違う。別れたくない。俺が叶えてほしい。夢も無事。そうだ。だけど、ユメルが望んでいたことは何だった？ルリオ、俺の願いを叶えてくれ。ユメルが両親に会えますように。
彼女のことを思うがゆえに彼女の死を願うのか。願いは聞き届けた。この少女がバルハラに行けるかどうかはわからない。共にしばしの時を生きるとしよう。